Okay, what's up there, people? Hunter Spoke Riders here. This is the stuff I'm using right here. I got this off of Amazon. I've never heard of this brand before in my life, but it was available, and that's what I got, so I figured I'm gonna test it out. It does say it's paintable once it's done. This is the brush I'm using. I did a little test of it yesterday and set for 24 hours. It did say it'll stay soft, so I don't know how it's paintable even though it stays soft. I'm a little skeptical. This is kind of unknown territory. I never heard of this brand. I don't know if it's good, I don't know if it's bad, but I put this on 24 hours ago, and I'm just gonna keep going with it, man. Try to finish this off today. Today is Wednesday, and then sometime this weekend, I'm not even gonna waste time trying to primer over. I'm just gonna put the paint straight on. So all I'm doing is just taping the edge off, and then just putting all this stuff right here on like this, and then pulling the tape off. I do scuff it with a little red Scotch-Brite, a little bit in there before I do it, just to give it something to grip onto. I don't know, this is gonna be our test for real of this stuff. It's not the prettiest stuff in the world, but if it keeps the water out from the seams, that's all I'm really worried about. Hopefully once I paint it black, it'll kind of blend in a little bit better. It says it's ready to paint in 60 minutes, but it's a little chilly out here today. And plus I got other stuff to do, so I'll probably just leave this until the weekend. And then once the weekend gets here, I'll go ahead and throw some black paint on it, man. And I think it'll look halfway decent. It'll definitely look way better than when it started. I'm not gonna blame the seam sealer on this. It's just kind of how I laid it down with the brush. I'm not really happy with the way that looks. But hopefully once I put the black on, it'll all, blend together. I probably could have smoothed that out with a putty little spreader or whatever, but I felt like the factory stuff that was on there looked pretty rough as it is too. So this is a little bit of the factory stuff, how it looks. So that looked a little rough also. So hey, I think once it goes black, it'll be all good. This ain't no show car. It's just a quick little budget build street car. Got the firewall all done. I didn't really film anything. There really wasn't nothing spectacular going on. I pretty much did it the same way as I did the frame, and it's looking pretty good. That whole seam sealer, even though I was skeptical, the paint seemed to stick on there pretty good with no problems. The frame and the firewall is all matching up. I think it came out all right for what it is. I like the sheen, the flatness of it. It still needs to dry a little bit more. It's kind of dry to the touch, but I still gotta take some of the tape off the smaller parts, but I got all the plastic off of it. You get the main idea. This is what I needed right here. I think the next goal of this is I got to get the suspension stuff back on. I don't know, it's just one step at a time, man. Then once I had to paint the frame, I had to paint the firewall, get that all going before I put the suspension all back together. That way I can get it down the ground on its own free power. Not free power, but get it on have it sitting on its own suspension rather than these stands. So if I can get it off the stands and get it on its own suspension, I'll be good to go. After that, I can move on to the motor. One step at a time, man. Piece by piece, move by move. Messing with these old schools, man. It all just takes time. There you have it, people. Tell me what you think. The old flat black firewall is definitely a done deal. And I think I'm done messing with this for the weekend. All right, people, Hunter Spoke Riders, signing out with the flat black frame and the flat black firewall.